All right, guys, this afternoon I'm out here on Santee Cooper. I just put the boat in. I'm gonna fish this area called Cathead Landing or Catfish Landing. Oh, there's a fish, a good one too, guys. Oh, a good fish. Oh, a giant. This is on the upgrade. Look at the watercolor, as you can see in the background, is pretty dirty. It's stained down to about 2-3 feet. And the water temperature, let's see, I've got 58 degrees down here. So I've got a few things tied up. I've got a jerk bait. I've got a drop shot Alabama rig with the ebb and flow 1/16 ounce upgrade hover hooks. I've got a 3/8 ounce turbo fatty from Zman. And then I've got a swim jig and a jig and pork trailer. Well, it's actually a jig and speed crawl trailer. So I'm just gonna kind of pick apart this area. I'm not really gonna run too far. I'm gonna go out in the main river channel later on if I can't catch anything in here shallow, and I'm gonna kind of start shallow and work my way out deep and just pick apart a few of these trees. Yeah, I noticed a bunch of guys bring extra trolling motor props out here this time of the year because they are hitting trees. Huh. There I see some fish. I actually do see some fish around the base of that tree, so I might have to put the brakes on and try. They're so tight to the bottom, it's hard to really see if those are fish or not, but they do look like fish right up next to this tree. So I'm gonna have to throw a worm in there. I'm not necessarily looking to see. Oh, there's a fish, a good one too, guys. Oh, a good fish. Oh, a giant. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just caught it on the upgrade jig. Holy, this is on the upgrade. Look at that shit, like 5th or 6th cast. Look at that. Holy shit. That's at least an 8-pounder. Yeah, let's freaking go, dude. Look at that upgrade jig right by the cypress tree. I just saw a fish swimming. That hook was freaking buried. This is what I come here for. I've been waiting for this shit. Holy shit. That's awesome. To get a length on him, I'm gonna put him in the live well. 22 incher, guys. Probably an 8-pound fish. Maybe 7. Get the live well going. Let's freaking go. Yes, check this shit out. So 1/2 ounce jig head with the Z-Man speed crawl, and I smoked that bass. I was just reeling it really slow to swim it back. There you have it. Probably 7-8 pounder. All right, guys, I'm super pumped. I just flipped around that tree and caught a giant 7-8 pounder for sure. I'll get it on some scales, but on the 1/2 ounce upgrade jig with the Z-Man craw, and I mean, I was just slow rolling this thing through there. I watched these pros at the NPFL this past weekend, and I noticed that, you know, the guys that were doing good were in dirty water, and so I knew that that was on the upper lake. I just, you know, didn't know exactly where, but I came out here. I've been out here maybe 15-20 minutes and smoked that big fish. That is what I'm talking about. You know, honestly, I saw a couple fish swimming on live scope, but I did not scope that bass. I knew that there were a couple around the area. That fish was just actually kind of a little bit far away from the tree, and I felt him bump it just a little bit and gave him a second and then swung on him and was fortunate enough to land that fish. So I've got him in the live well. I'm going to do some pictures later, but I'm going to keep at this. This strategy is obviously something that's gonna work. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I will do that. I'll see if I can get somebody to come up tomorrow. Alright. This is not a big fish, guys, I don't think. Oh my god, it is. It's a decent one, anyway. I got bit, and I was on the phone. This is another 5-pounder. Let's freaking go, guys. I got bit. I was on the phone doing some work stuff, and there it is. That is on the speed worm and the 3/8 ounce. That is a fat fish, fellas. Let's go. Freaking upgrade me, upgrade my fishing, and the worm is still pinned. I thought I had a bump coming through there, so I'm glad I pitched it back in. I'm just gonna still work this area really good. I know that this is where the fish should be based on the water and based on the area in the lake that I'm fishing. So I think I'm just gonna have to pick this thing apart. You know, you hear a lot of guys that fish Santee Cooper this time of the year, and they say they slow way down. And I think that's kind of what I got to do to make a really good catch here, is just make sure that I'm making a lot of casts in an area and covering all kinds of depths and speeds. Right now I'm throwing a swim jig, and I'm throwing a speed worm, or a turbo fatty from Zman, and those are the two speeds I'm working on, with a 3/8 and a half ounce jig head. I could probably go lighter, but it's so windy that I want to be able to make an accurate cast, because there's a lot of limbs and there's a lot of trees where I'm fishing. So I'm really trying to just maximize my frustration, minimize my frustration level with making good solid casts. I hate that you guys missed that, but I've got a good fish on. I got a really good fish. Oh, it's another giant. Oh my god! That's what I'm freaking talking about, guys. Another pig from Santee Cooper. Oh my gosh, look at that. That bait is gone, dude. 3/8 ounce, 3/8 ounce, giant bass from Santee Cooper, another big one. Shit, he is stuck down deep. But I got him out. I got him out. He's bleeding a little bit. I'll make sure that he's all right. I'm gonna put him in the live well and nurse him back to health. It's another good one on the freaking Zman turbo fatty. He was tongue hooked, so I think he'll be all right. He wasn't hooked in the gills, so we'll see what happens on that. But guys, look, another fish, another big one on the freaking ebb and flow, 3/8 ounce turbo fatty from Zman. I just can't speak enough about how awesome this feeling is to know that I've created this jig head and I'm catching big fish off of it. So cool. The weather's finally getting right. I came to the darker colored water. I'm having way more success than in the clear water down in the lower lake. I'm in the upper lake. This is just so much more fun.
At this point in the day, Dave has 3 bigs, and then his GoPro decides to malfunction, and for some reason didn't get the rest of his day. Dave ended catching those 3 big fish. He caught a bunch of other assorted smalls, but the key here is those big fish came on the jig and the 3/8 ounce on the speed worm, big baits. In the pre-spawn, when you're looking for big fish, you gotta throw big baits. The 1/2 ounce jig here that Dave caught the fish on, exact underwater footage of the color that he was using minus the craw because I didn't have the right color. But if you want to catch big fish in the pre-spawn, slow down, milk those areas that are key and important. Also, you can get big bass to commit to the jig head this time of year simply because it's a big, easy meal. Slowing down with the speed worm also allowed him to do a lot of stuff. If you want to grab some of these jig heads, head over to ebbandflowoutdoors.com. Pick them up there. You can tie your own jigs. You can get plain jig heads. All of this stuff works. It's all high quality. Dave takes pride in what he does. The proof is in the pudding, guys. Check it out over there. Let us know in the comment section what you want to see in the future. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. Give us a like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.